Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Like Ann TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of The Equalizer. This is a new TV show recommended to me by you guys to watch. I was kind of up in the air on whether or not I was going to actually review it, but I think I will go ahead and continue to review it. This is the first episode. It started Sunday night right after the Super Bowl. I don't watch Super Bowl, so I didn't know when it ended or when it came on. I just watched it today. Okay, starring Queen Latifah. Chris North is in it. It's so far it's off to a good start. It's a bit predictable, yet off to a good start. I was kind of worried about Queen Latifah being believable in this role, and it's not that she's a woman or she's, you know, in her 50s or whatever all the other critics were bitching about. Just simply the fact that the last serious role I remember Queen Latifah in that I thought she pulled off was Set It Off. Like, she's been in a few comedies, you know, since then. She was on the TV show Star. I hated her in Star. So, like I said, this is the one that I felt that she could pull off a believable role. And I think she did a good job. She, as far as her action scenes, she's taken the vibe of Cleo from Set It Off to me. As far as being a former CIA agent goes. But as far as being a parent, I'm not really getting mama vibes from Dana Owens, Queen Latifah. Her auntie is Miss Lorraine Toussaint. Yes, I love her. She fits a good auntie for me. Then we, like I said, we had Chris North. He was big in Sex and the City. I am a Sex and the City lover, right? He's a CIA agent that used to be one of her colleagues. He also runs a private security firm. Let me go back for a second. Queen Latifah's character's name is Robyn McCall. In the original Equalizers, there was one that was on TV back in the 80s. I think they lasted about 4 or 5 seasons. And then we had the movies that Denzel Washington became the Equalizer. In each one of these, they were always Robert McCall. None of that has changed. Since they now have made this character a woman, which I actually was cool with that, she's Robyn McCall. That's her name. So we have Robyn McCall. We have Chris North. He's playing a character named Bishop. And then the lead officer, I'm not sure who he is. I have never seen him in a role before. My biggest issue with him as an actor is his afro. He's giving me that 1970 vibe with his fro, and it's kind of odd that I say that because I love a big ass fro for my sisters with the 1970 vibe. I just don't like it with the brothers for some reason. I don't know. Anywho, so we're gonna go ahead and kick it off and get it started. We start off. We at the diner with a little young chick that we know. Her name is Jewel. She closing up for the night. She on the phone talking to her mama. It's another normal night, it seems, you know. She heads out to the back to dump out the trash. I don't know why this young girl is closing this restaurant by herself. That I didn't understand. But she's taking the trash and dumping it out the back. And then some dude come flying around the corner, you know, telling her run. Run for what? So she's like in a shock, like, what the fuck I'm running for? Then pow, pow, you know. 3 shots to his chest, yes. So let me tell y'all, because y'all know how I am with my twisted mind on my Twisted Life and TV. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can know when all these videos come out when I do post them. These were the most unbelievable gangsters / thugs that I've seen on my TV screen in a long time. Just the most unbelievable. They look like some former Wall Street employees that was chasing down their boss who just fired them, or a colleague who just stole their lunchroom out the break room. You know, that's who they look like, all 3 of them. The victim plus the guys that was chasing them. They didn't look thuggish. They wasn't no rugged thug. There wasn't rugged thug's bones. They was not a rugged thug's bones. Well, anyway, after shooting him down, they noticed that she was there, and then they chased her into the diner unsuccessfully. That's what she was working at, the diner. Unsuccessfully, right? But the boys in blue, they show up real quick, and I'm thinking, where the fuck are they at? This can't be New York. This was said in. This can't be New York that the police came that quick. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the suburbs. Where they at? But the police showed up real fast, like, okay. So then we roll over to Robyn's house. She like waking up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night, looking like she was having a nightmare about a military attack. We found out later that this was a job that had went bad in Venezuela, which key members of her team they died. They got killed. You know what I'm saying? And half the village that they were supposed to be there protecting. It was a covert operation for the CIA. So Robyn got this daughter named Delilah. She got a little bit too much sassafras for me, baby. Too much sassafras in the ass for me. I don't understand this new era of TV kids or black kids out here just disrespecting their parents like this. Like they some entitled rich kids. Now, I know she go to private school and all that, but you ain't exactly rich child. Or, the parents, if you got the kids, the parents who just junkies, and you see those kids acting out and being disrespectful to their parent. That's the only time I see this type of behavior. But this has become a norm that you got these kids out here, these black children out here acting off, popping off at the mouth to their mamas and their daddies. I don't get that. This is new for me. It's new. It got on my nerves. It got on my nerves real quick. I was like, little girl, take that little neck roll and that eye, all that. Take that all out of your conversation when you speaking to me. Okay? Well, while they was out there dress shopping, apparently her daddy finna get remarried. So she finna buy her daughter a dress to go to this wedding. And her daughter want this little skankified dress, to go to some party at the high school or whatever. While she out there, Bishop, he come walking down the street and brushes past Robyn. Now, she saw him coming, so it wasn't no smooth little dope man slide that they did, whatever. He straight shoulder checked her just to slip a piece of paper to her with an address for him to meet her. Now, apparently the CIA wants her to come back, and that's what this whole conversation was about. And she like, no, partner, I can't work for nobody I don't trust anymore. And that's how we got the story about Venezuela. She like, it's a no for me. It's a no. So he come to her and he like, well, come work for me. You know what I'm saying? I got a little private firm. And at first I was like, I think she gonna eventually go work for him or at least use his expertise. That's what I was thinking. And if she don't do neither one of those two, he gonna actually end up being somebody she gonna go up against. That's my thought. Well, anyway, after the meeting, because you always gotta have the friend who you thought was a friend who really on the other side. Always. Anyway, we after her meeting, they meeting in. She notices a little young girl walking with this guy. And they sneaking into the carnival. Now it looked like Coney Island to me. They closed. He wasn't dragging her or nothing. He wasn't holding her hand. They were just walking along casually. But no, Robyn, her little spidey senses went off and she's like, okay, what's going on with that? So she followed them to find out what's up. It was a good thing that she did because the girl was the one from the diner earlier, Jewel. After she had the shooting happen, the police showed up. She was able to identify to the cops who the two shooters were. And like the guy who got shot, he had like track marks in his arm or something. So you think it might be a drug deal gone bad or something like that. But she was able to identify that. But while she was in the station, a video surfaced, making it look like she was the one that was the shooter. I was like, whoever did that was good. Because it had to be some government level type of shit going on, right? Because in my opinion, it ain't even the next day. It's just a few hours later. And you was able to render a full video and deliver it to the police with her CGI image in it shooting a guy. I was like, yeah, that's somebody on higher ups like that that's doing that, right? So, but she was able to see the video. So she dips it about the station fast, hella fast, right? So when she realized what was going down, she bounced, she ran. So now she up here with this dude trying to buy her a new identity. She had a friend that passed on the information to him. She got money for a passport. I don't know where she got this money from or where she thinks she's going. But, but the problem is these motherfuckers shady. They shady. Some old perverted ass cretins that she done ran into who look like they been trying to violate her as soon as they can, take away her little womanhood and everything until Robyn walks in. So she strolled up on in there like, hey girl, hey, how you doing? I'm just checking on shorty right there, you know what I'm saying? She don't look like she good. You all right, sis? Oh boy, like, woman, won't you mind your business? Mind your business, you know what I'm saying? And she said, I would mind my business, but I'm not very good at that. Not very good at all, but I'm gonna tell you something I am good at. How about you let old girl go, right? And then I'll let you walk up out of here. He pulled out his little gun. He put out his little gun like, And what you gonna do? This is my domain up in her. This is my house. Before he even said another word, she clocked his ass. She clocked him, snatched him up like a little badass 2-year-old kid, shot his boy with his gun, tomahawked the other, beat the shit about the other one who was coming around at her with a hammer, slammed his big ass head into a damn pipe. She fucked him up. I was like, okay, queen. Okay, queen. You know, the choreography was smooth on that scene. It was smooth. It didn't look like it was a miraculous feat that she shouldn't be able to do, you know. It was seamless in the transitions. And she managed to keep her hair in place, baby. Her didn't move, you know what I'm saying? You know, she turned the gun on him and was like, now whose house is it now, bitch? Okay, she didn't say bitch, you know, that was me at the end, right? But that would have been an appropriate exclamation point on the end of that conversation. So anyway, old girl, Jewel, she ended up rolling off with Queen, right? You know, she had to run. That's what she tell her. I had to run because I can't trust the police. And she didn't know who to turn to. So my question is to you, girl, why you ain't asking this woman where the fuck she come from? You know what I'm saying? She came in like a damn superhero, I know, but you see that every day in New York or something? Like, Queen, she said she got somebody in mind that can help them out, you know. So they pull off and we go to this little bar. And this little petite Asian chick, she coming up, she might not be Asian. I think she is Asian. I don't know. She, you know, conning these dudes out their money. She like shooting darts blindfolded and shit. And I can't do that shit. I can't do it, you know, with my eyes wide open, standing 1 foot away from the board, y'all. I mean, nevertheless, blindfolded. I love playing darts. I am horrible at it though, but I love playing it. I was like, yeah, she a beast. She a beast with it. Robyn calls her sharpshooter. I might call her sharpshooter through the whole show. I don't know. Her real name was Melanie. And she got a husband named Harry who was a tech dude. Now, I've seen this actress before, but I can't place where I've seen her or what role I've seen her in. If y'all know, drop it down in the comment section. But Harry is Adam Goldberg. I know him. I remember him mainly from the movie Deja Vu with Denzel Washington, but he has a few other projects. Y'all know any other his projects, you drop them in the comment section too. Matter of fact, if you know who the cop is, you've seen him in any other roles, drop it in the comment section. Well, Harry's my tech guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like he had a damn screen up for every major city in the world, you know. So we gonna need him to hack the NYPD. See, this the part of crime that I wanted to be involved in. Y'all know, the behind the scenes type spy shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is basically a life of crime anyway, being a spy. Anyway, y'all know my story, how I told y'all my childhood dreams growing up. But anyway, I love tech guys. I love tech guys in these type of situations. Like Ocean 8, Rihanna's character, loved her. Anyway, Jewel's got the cops out here after her now, right? Not only does she got the cops after her, she got the bad guys after her. So they need to stash her away. And she worried about her scholarship interview tomorrow. And girlfriend is like, Melanie, sharpshooter, she like, look here, you may not live to get to the interview, baby. You got Wall Street thuggers out here. You got cops after you. Do what we tell you to do, and you'll be able to live and see another day. Keep your face out the window. Don't call nobody on your phone but me and Robyn. As a matter of fact, use the landline phone. I need to get another landline phone. I used to always have a landline phone when I moved to Orlando. I didn't have it no more. I like my landline. When the power go out and I can't charge my celly, the landline still work. You know what I'm saying? You know, I need my landline. When everybody, you know, the hurricane happened and all the network signals blocked, the landline still work. You know, so anyway, Wall Street thuggers. That's what I'm gonna call the two dudes, right? I don't know what their names were. I think they said their names later on in the show. I call them the Wall Street thuggers. They got their tech dude too. You know what I'm saying? Or they got their tech too. And they happened to see her cell phone ping at the apartment. And I'm begging. I'm like, please let that be Queen Latifah setting them up. Please let them come up to her. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have wrote it as a writer. And I was like, please tell me that Jules wasn't dumb enough to bring the heat to herself. And I was right. It was Queen. I was like, okay, forgive me if I keep calling Robyn Queen through the whole doggone show. I may do it through the whole doggone season. Queen just fit her better than me. I'd probably like her better as Queen than Robyn. Oh, anyway, I can't call her McCall either. It just seemed weird. I wish they would have gave her a whole new, you know, name. Just really restructured this character. Anyway, they walked right into her trap. She was able to tag their car. Boom. Harry is on it, baby, right? So the next morning, her sassafras ass daughter, Delilah, waking her up like, get up. Just because you unemployed don't mean I don't have school. Little girl. Little girl. Well, get to stepping in. That's what I would have told her. Bye. I'm quite sure there's planes, trains, and automobiles to get you where you need to go. Okay. I got an Uber discount code if you need one. Okay. Matter of fact, she said her daddy was picking up from school. Make your daddy come get you. Like, don't be waking me up with your little attitude. I don't like kids like that. I don't like kids like that. Anyway, the cops, they got Jules things from her apartment that she was renting, or her room she was renting. Why she ain't on the university campus? I don't know. Or she trying to get into the university. She trying to get into the university. Then why is she renting a room? Wait a minute. She going for a scholarship interview trying to get into university. They said she was a teenager, but she's still renting a room? Whatever. They got her stuff from the room she was renting. Black cop. His name is Dante. He's still not convinced she's the shooter. I don't know what the white... She might be Latina. The Latina cop. I don't know what her name was. So I might just call Latina cop through this, right? Okay. I still may call Dante black cop. So she like, Latina cop is like, we got video. How much more proof do you need, right? What part of you think we missing? And I was like, dear Latina cop, honey, we be having video on y'all too. And somehow y'all still find a way not to be guilty. It can happen. Don't act like it can't. So anyway, we in the middle of one of her books, the black cop was thumbing through her book, found an envelope, and I couldn't tell what the envelope said, but I assumed it was maybe about her scholarship interview that she had mentioned earlier. Well, Robyn, she's staking the dudes out. Harry had found Facebook profiles on the dude who got killed. He was a lawyer of some sorts, but it's been crickets on his profile for the last week. Couldn't find any information on the dudes, but Robyn had noticed that there was a 37 blackbird tattoo on their arms. Something familiar with an ops team. They all get the same tats or whatever. Usually all the grunt men get those tats, right? You know what I'm saying? Something identifiable to them. So she's sneaking in, they little spot while they gone, peep all the technology they have, all the information. They had a little chalk whiteboard set up just like the police would have. And they got info on the lawyer, all his ID, things of that nature. What I don't understand is they had the time to take his wallet, his $2, his coach. They had a table full of stuff. They had time to take all that. Why not just move the damn body? Why not just take the body too? I didn't understand that. Anywho, like I said, she snuck in and she started to take a picture of that whiteboard where the sound of the camera on the phone activated a doggone bomb. It was an alarm of some sort at first, right? And then she walked past and her face all on the doggone screen and everything. I was like, the fuck is this? It's too soon for them to get to know who she is on this case, in my opinion. And I'm going to say that at this point because I did not realize that each episode will be its own separate case. I thought that this was going to have some overlapping things throughout the season, but it seems like she's going to have different cases each time. So that's why I was like, it's too soon for them to know who she is. But I guess since this was going to be wrapped up by the end of this episode, it wasn't too soon. Anywho, we ain't have to worry about none of that because she got blew the hell up. Boom. You know what I'm saying? She started following this little red cable from the laptop. And I don't know why we didn't think there was a La Bomba. But I didn't get that shocked feeling, y'all. So like, when an unexpected explosion happens on TV right in front of your face, you wasn't ready for it. You get the little eerie music. If they had that, I didn't even realize it. But I should have been so glued in or so in tune to what was going on at that moment that when that explosion happened, I should have jumped back from my TV screen, and that didn't happen. It was no shock value for me there. Plus, she walked out of that mug with a tiny shard of shrapnel in her shoulder. That's it. Her still not out of place, not a speck of residue on her. Her celly's still intact. Harry could use all the images and everything. There wasn't nothing wrong with her. She didn't look like she had been in a doggone explosion at all. Walking fine. She didn't have an ear ringing. None of that. So, I guess, I should probably say too that I'm probably going to be turning this up a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know why. I'm just noticing already from this first episode things that ain't quite making sense, but it still didn't make the episode bad. So anyway, Chance, the lawyer, the victim, Chance Novak, he had a coat check receipt from some private club, which he shouldn't normally have been invited to. And the Wall Street Thuggers, they had it. And Harry was able to research them and realize that the government don't have no papers on them, that nobody knows who they are. And I was like, make it make sense, right? Okay. So Robyn, she said, right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call this club up. She called and pretend that she's the healthcare department trying to track down a patient zero of a measles outbreak. In the meantime, Jewel ass can't sit still. Can't sit still. She got to run off to that damn interview, which leads me to believe that's what they had found on the doggone envelope. Well, it turns out that Chance was meeting with another tech dude named Pruitt, and he had to drop something off to Pruitt. Things had got heated at the table, what have you. And they like, okay, Pruitt got the skills to pull off creating a fake video, but why would he do that? He got the image of Golden Boy, basically, in the media's eyes. I was like, it must be something faulty with the tech he's promoting. Let me stop for that moment and I'll think about this before I get too far and forget about it. If I'm mistaken, they never said the reason why he was chasing down the lawyer. If he did, I don't remember. So y'all put that in the comment section. It was like, what information that he found out? I don't know. I missed that part. I must have missed that part. So anyway, the typical storyline for tech brainiacs and shows like this, they creating something that's going to take over the world or harm the world or can be weaponized or something like that, whatever. So Bishop Big, he was able to uncover who the Wall Street Thuggers are. They currently wanted for war crimes, right? They, again, like I said, they were special ops type of people. So why are they file sealed? Like y'all unsealed Jason Bourne's files when y'all was looking for him, made him an enemy of the state. Everybody was trying to get Jason Bourne. Why y'all couldn't unlock the files of these two? Why was the file sealed? Make it make sense. But anyway, Bishop was like, girl, you don't know what the hell you're getting yourself into. That's the same thing that Harry told her before. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You can die. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no part to this. But I guess I have to be because you're going to do it anyway. So Harry let her know that he couldn't find a connection to Chance with Pruitt, the tech dude. But Robyn wasn't born yesterday. She said, something fishy with this dude. Something fishy. She knows something is not copacetic with him. So Pruitt, like I said, he seemed like the typical little slimy tech dude with God complex. That's what he seemed like to me. The kind, they kind of modeled him off of Elon Musk, in my opinion, especially with the brain thinking type of cars or what have you. Well, yeah, he basically told her that he was involved without saying a word. That pretty much is what it all came down to. She was able to clone his phone in the process. He didn't even wait till she left the doggone parking lot before he called to get the tea on her and issue threats about her life. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even wait. And she was able to hear everything. Everything. Well, typically, Jewel gets caught. She gets caught. She got to go down to the station, right? So now Robyn got to go down there and pretend that she's her damn public defender to get her off. I guess when Robyn put on eyeglasses, she become, Clarita Kent. You know what I'm saying? Just like Superman. Because so far, that's the only disguise that she has used is to take her glasses off and put them on. And Agent Dante is like, you must be new. You know what I'm saying? She said, yeah, you've been on vacation, right? For punching a lawyer. Oh, I got a water. I got to swallow water. Maybe I should have thought about that. Ain't no water in there. I need some water. So she said, punch the cop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I did peep that she was rocking her chucks and pearls when she was on the tarmac. When she got to the office, she had some flats on. But Dante was like, you know what? I punched the lawyer. Yeah, I did that. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was a slumdog millionaire, helping scumbags walk and then the victim get fucked over. Yep, I did that. And I'm only telling you this to tell you what type of man that I am, right? Before you start and try to appeal your client's case or what have you, just to let you know we got a rock solid case on her. Solid as a rock. Okay. And he said, so if you think for fighting about her, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. He said, but I believe her. That's just me. And I think Robyn was like, oh, so we got an ally and somebody else besides me who think that she innocent. So Harry hit her up like, we got a problem. Pruitt knows about Jewel. They got a hit put out on her as soon as they transfer her the next morning. So they formulate this breakout plan. In the meantime, the real DA shows up and like Dante, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to speak to Jewel. He was like, she being transferred. Your colleague spoke to her yesterday. He's like, I ain't got no doggone colleague, right? So now the gig is up. He know that somebody faking the fun. Well, Sharpshooter and Robyn, they hit the van while they on the phone with Dante. He should have heard her voice in the background telling Jewel to get out the doggone van. But even if he didn't, there's CCTV cameras all over New York. And they was right at an intersection. So I was like, please tell me that Harry disabled them. Please tell me that Harry was smart enough to disable the cameras. No, he didn't. And you know why he didn't? At the end, they had a picture of her on that damn motorcycle. Y'all know Queen Latifah loves to ride motorcycles for real. Anyway, how in the hell she didn't have him with her? When she took her helmet off in the next scene, Queen's hair was bouncing and behaving, baby. Well, if the CCTV cameras didn't catch them, Pruitt was on to her anyway. Right? He was quickly to discover that his phone was being tapped. So, Queen got other problems though. Right now, her sassafras ass daughter done snuck out of her daddy's house off some party, smoking and drinking, and got the nerve to steal the dress that her mama told her she couldn't have earlier that day. So, she got the nerve to come into the house and like, oh my God, you just ruining my life. All teeth sucking and eye rolling and chest puffing. I was like, girl, no baby girl. No baby girl, you ruining your own life. You lucky poetry ain't your doggone mama. You're lucky I ain't your mama, because I still believe in physical discipline. Yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? After I gave her that look that made her cry, yeah, she'd have known. She'd have known who was the mama up in there. She get her phone and her iPad taken away that actually was left right there by her, because Queen gets a message or gets the idea while going through Delilah's bags that the code that she found in Chance's files is a key to the library, a library book. It looked familiar. So she go there to find the book, and it's an SD card stuck in it. As soon as she pull it out, the Wall Street thuggers rush in, put a gun on her, and take the card and clock over the head. Now, that fall was horrible. The fall, Queen Latifah, Dana Owens was horrible. He was like, that type of fall. He didn't even clock her hard. There was no aggression behind it. I was like, girl, bye. So, them dudes up here trying to interrogate her, and they claim they followed her leads to the lawyers. And I was like, when did she go to the lawyer's spot? I don't remember her doing that. But they like, who are you? Who sent you? You know, of course she didn't answer. So they decided to try to waterboard her, you know, after they gut punched her in the stomach. And I swear I was sitting there just laughing, because I was like, these dudes are so not intimidating. I mean, I wanted to smile and bat my eyes at the little white thugger dude because he was so cute. The black dude, he wasn't bad looking either, but he looked like he was ready to audition for a fucking Broadway show and sing out a new viral song. You know, no grime, no grit in either one of their eyes to me. Like, Queen Latifah, she looked tougher than they did. But guess what? These dummies confessed to her that they was working for Pruitt. And I was like, it's probably ain't gonna stick, but you know, they want it anyway. So Robyn, she had a tracker in her necklace because she said she knew that they was coming after her. That's because like Harry and them, they discovered it earlier when they put the hit out on her. So who comes in and make the rest? Big Bishop. So like he was there, you know, and it was so cheesy. They came in with the guns, and the thuggers was like, oh my God. I was like, that is so not thugged out at all. So she called up Pruitt. And he like, she dead yet? And she's like, no, I ain't dead, but I'm pissed. He like, oh my God, she here. He looked at his bodyguard, his body like, what you want me to do about it? He like, spread out, you know. Dude, there's two of y'all. Spread out. You really mean hide. That's what you really meant. So he makes it to his safe, go get a gun. She already done knocked out all his bodyguards that he had around the place, you know what I'm saying? I swear, she didn't even have to fight hard because there was not a hair out of place. You know, after being dunked in that water, she shouldn't have a straight hair in the place. It should be a fro looking like mine. So anywho, Dante, he received a recording of the real shooting. Okay, so they locked him up. They got them right. Or she got old boy and handcuffed him to his car. He tried to get away, but Harry had control of his little, self-thinking car or whatever. So they got him. So Dante got the recording of the real shooting. Jewel was let go. Robyn made sure she got another chance of her interview. And now it was time to scare Delilah to death and get our message of the day for the movie. You know what I'm saying? Take her by a little juvenile detention center. And she tell her little tales of folly of when she almost landed in behind bars and how America see her as a young black woman and its hopes for her. Like America's dream is basically, for us, is basically a nightmare. And Robyn says that, she may not have scared her daughter to death, but this made her wonder about other girls out there like Jewel, who's in need of saving. So she's finna become their savior with the help of sharpshooter and Harry. And in the meantime, Dante is trying to figure out who she is. You know what I'm saying? I got duped. And I'm sure he appreciated the assist on the arrest and everything, but knowing the person that he claims to be, he ain't gonna have no vigilante out there on the street. That's not what he gonna do. He can't let that happen. So how he figured that was her on the motorcycle though, I was like, nah, bro, come on. You couldn't figure out her. You couldn't even see her bouncing and behaving curls, you know what I'm saying? She was on the bike. Y'all done had no shot of her off the bike to do like a body match, whatever. Anyway, that was the first episode. It was titled The Equalizer, the name of the show. I'm going to watch every week, and we're going to see where we go from there. I like seeing the Queen of TV in this role. If y'all watched it, y'all let me know what y'all thought. Leave your comments down in the comment section. This has been My Twisted Life TV. I'm Poetry. Peace. See you in the next video.